watching Numbskull News, and today we're going to talk about this AP Top 25. Now, of course, it's full of biases, as you would know. So, what I decided to do was do my own Top 25. Damn it. If we're going to be biased, let's be biased. I'm going to use my own freaking bias, and I'll show you how this Top 25 should look. Now, not everything that this AP poll did was wrong. For instance, Georgia, two-time defending champ, of course, number one. No doubt about it. However, Alabama deserves to be number two, damn it. Michigan and Ohio State have not done enough to supplant Alabama as far as, preseason hype is concerned. So, look, I don't like the SEC. I don't like Nick Saban. I don't like the Crimson Tide. However, you got to give them the respect. So what I did is I pushed Michigan to the number 3 spot. Oh, well, how disrespectful. I slide Ohio State down. So that's it. I just put Alabama above them. All right, sue me. And look, I'm not a huge USC fan either. I just don't understand the logic of putting LSU above the Trojans. That's, I don't know. Can we prove it a little bit? Just because you're in the SEC does not mean you automatically deserve to be above people that maybe you shouldn't be. Now, that's not a whole lot of disrespect. I'm still going to put those Tigers, those LSU Tigers, I just moved them down one spot. That's it. I think the Trojans, I think they're going to win the pack in the last pack year. Well, the last Pac-12 champion is going to be USC. LSU, I think they have a little work to do as far as winning the SEC, namely Alabama and Georgia. It's a lot to get through. I'm not saying they're going to be bad. I think, for what everyone is saying, LSU is going to be really good. I don't really know a whole lot about them. I'm just going to be honest. But, so, on some of this stuff, I'm going to go with the AP. Why not? Look, I'm going to put Penn State at number 7. I'm keeping them exactly where the AP poll says they wanted them. However, Utah being number 14 is stupid. They're the two-time defending Pac-12 champ. Yeah, do I got the Trojans above them? Yeah, just because, the big-time coach, and I do, I'm not trying to veer too much away from the AP. There's a lot of people in there that know a lot about college football. It's just weird to me to have Notre Dame, to have, who else is above Utah on this list? Tennessee, Texas, hell, Clemson. I don't get that either. Florida State. I mean, maybe I get Clemson a little bit, but not a lot. If you have like this super huge problem with it, take it up with my attorney. As a matter of fact, Clemson, I'm putting them at number 9. At number 9, I'm keeping them exactly where the AP had them. So, suck it if Clemson fans don't like it. I didn't move you. I still put you in the top 10, so shut up. And you better believe I got Kansas State in the top 10, number 10. Like I said, it threw me off with Utah. It completely throws me off with Kansas State. They got a lot of returning people. Their quarterback's returning. There's no way. All right, there's no way that I could see Kansas State being ranked number 16. That's just complete disrespect. Defending Big 12 champ. And look what I got. I got the Pac-12 champ, the ACC champ, and the Big 12 champ, rounding out the top 10. That's respect. That's what it should be. That's what it should look like. All these other teams got a lot of stuff to prove. A lot more than these 3. So, kiss my ass. Right outside the top 10, I got Tennessee. They proved a lot last year. I think they're back. And I don't think Texas should be above Tennessee. All right, Texas hasn't proved jack. All right, Tennessee was damn good. Was better than Texas last year. Next up, I got Washington. Now, to me, Tennessee and Washington are pretty much on par with each other. All right, but there's absolutely no reason the AP poll put Washington in the top 10, other than they just got in the Big Ten. That's the only reason. Yeah, they're going to be a really good team. Nothing but respect for Washington. They're going to be a great team next year. Plenty of respect for Washington. I got them at number 12. I demoted them 2 spots because I thought some other teams deserved higher standings, namely Kansas State and Utah. That's it. At number 13, I got TCU. Now, that's going up, what, 4 spots from number 17 from the AP poll, but I think that's justified. I think what TCU did last year, they deserve to be rated higher than Notre Dame. You know, I look, I'm sitting there looking on this list, okay? They deserve to be more highly thought of and rated than Texas. Texas disappoints every single year. TCU earned that. They deserve to be above Oregon. You know, like I said, Notre Dame, those teams didn't do jack. They didn't do near what TCU just did. I understand TCU. The main reason I'm not a major homer and put them in the top 10 or a little higher than this, the only reason is because they are switching quarterbacks and we got to see it. We got to see it. But they deserve the respect right there at number 13. Now, I'm not a huge Oregon fan, but look, number 14 is about right. And that's like 1 spot above where the AP had them. And I agree with that. Oregon, I'm cool. And at number 15, we finally come to a spot for Notre Dame. All right, this makes more logical sense for Notre Dame. And keep in mind, I'm only knocking them down 2 spaces. That's it. To me, there were just a few teams that deserve a little bit of a higher ranking than those old golden helmets. Now, they have every opportunity this year to prove everybody dead wrong and, you know, get into the playoff again. We'll see what happens. And I know Florida State fans are going to hate this crap. I've knocked you not just out of the top 10, the number 8 spot. I dropped you 8 more spots to my 16th spot. The truth is, you didn't compete for the ACC last year. Had a great year. Nice comeback year. So what? Tennessee had a nice comeback year. All right. I just think Tennessee had to go through more of a juggernaut of a conference than Florida State. All right. So, okay, you had a great year. Well, about time. Especially about time in the ACC, which has been down forever. You know, nothing impresses me. I cannot believe the AP had Florida State above Clemson. Clemson won the ACC last year. They win it every year. They've won championships. They've done a ton of stuff since Florida State was relevant. The most relevant thing Florida State is doing right now is trying to get out of the ACC. So let's see it again, and maybe I'll put you higher next year. But hey, you can still win the ACC from the 16th spot. No problem. And you're not alone, Florida State. I have dropped Texas from 11 all the way down to 17. Why? Because they are overhyped year after year after year. Prove me wrong. Win the Big 12. Do something. Win more than 9 games. Let's see it happen. Because Sark's never done that. So, until he does, I can't give Texas any more love than that. Despite, I don't care what the quarterback situation is. I know it's great. I know they got all kinds of weapons all over the field. Offensive, defensive line. They got depth. They got everything. They have it every year. They have it every year and do nothing with it. So until they do something with it, you can't do it. You can't put them any higher than that. It's ridiculous. Ridiculous for them to be number 11. That was the dumbest thing the AP poll did. And the AP poll had Oregon State at 18. I got them at 18. I completely agree. That's about right for Oregon State. Damn good team. It sucks what's happening to them right now, but they got another year to make their case. And I'm pulling hard for Oregon State to win the Pac-12. I hope they do. They deserve it. At number 19, I am elevating Ole Miss. Ole Miss from number 22 where the AP had them. Look, Ole Miss is a damn good squad. In some other conferences, they'd be a legit contender to win. All right, it's hard to do that in the SEC. I'm not going to hold that against them. Damn good squad, damn good program. I got them at 19. And at number 20, I got the Wisconsin Badgers. And I know that's demoting them one spot. Oh well, hey, prove it. Every year I hear about Wisconsin. Do something. You know, I'm not as mad at them as with Texas. Wisconsin can definitely step up and be a contender in the Big Ten. But let's see it. Let's see it a little bit. All right, into the Final Five at 21, Tulane. Tulane, and by the way, they're in the number 24 spot in the AP. I just elevated them up a little bit. Why? Because they won the American. They're a champ. They're a damn champ. They deserve to be elevated above some of these other people who are not, like UNC, the Tar Heels. I'm sorry. You didn't win the ACC. I can't give you that love. I'm not saying you don't deserve a spot in the top 25. I think the Tar Heels do deserve a spot in the top 25. But not above Tulane. Kiss my ass. At 22 is a total bias pick. I understand Texas Tech, Big 12 team. Yes, they deserve a spot in there as well. I'll make a case. They got a bunch of freaking votes to be in the top 25, just not enough. But they are a legit contender for the Big 12 this year. I can't say that for other programs that people have in the top 25 for whatever reason, and because like Texas A&M, they're not a legit contender for the SEC. We haven't seen any signs of that. OU after last year, oh hell no, I'm not putting them above Texas Tech. No. And if for no other reason, South Carolina Gamecocks, it's a great name. We'll admit that's a great name. A lot of people have them as some kind of dark horse in the SEC. Why not? Why not? I think they're going to be pretty damn good next year. Better than, I think they can very well be better than A&M. They have been. And moving up one spot for me is Iowa. All right. They're a threat every year. Now, they disappoint most years like Texas does. But could it be their year? Any year could be their year. Any year. So, give them some love. They got a damn good team coming. I got them at 24. One spot above the AP poll, by the way. And, of course, got UNC, the Tar Heels, at 25. I drop them 4 spots because I think there's other teams that are, frankly, that matter more than UNC football. We're not talking about the NCAA tournament here. We're talking about football. They're a good team. They've been a good program, football program, respectable. But they're just kind of nothing. If they had won the ACC, if they had found a way to beat Clemson last year, maybe I'd put them higher up on. I would definitely have them higher up on the list. Now, I respect what they've done, the little that they've done, the little anyone's seen them do, and I got them in the top 25. Good enough. That's my top 25. And notice, no, I didn't have OU. Not after last year. Are you kidding me? I'm not. No, you're not just going to get up there just because you're a big brand. All right. Do something. A lot of this crap that was the AP Top 25, like I said, it's big brand bias. All right. Oh, I've heard of them. We'll pencil them in somewhere. That's what the OU ranking is. That's what the Texas A&M ranking is. Oh, yeah, A&M. Oh, look at the recruiting class. Look at it every year. Means nothing. Texas as well. That's why I dropped them. Florida State, okay. You had a bounce back year in a bad conference. Win the conference. It's really only one team, one really good team in programming, Clemson, that you got to beat. Yeah, you got to beat UNC. You're Florida State. You ought to be able to walk all over them. You ought to be able to walk all over them, just like Clemson does. So, before y'all get your panties in a bunch over there in Seminole land, your team needs to do it more than 1 year. And don't holler Tennessee at me. Like I said, they're in a way better conference. It's way more impressive what they did last year. And like I said, is Texas Tech a bit of a bias for me? Yeah, but there's a lot of experts that think they're undervalued as well. And I gave, even though I don't like the SEC, I gave another team in the Gamecocks. Another program making the top 25. Why? Because they should be pretty damn good this year. Pretty salty. And they usually are. It's just, it's murder in that freaking conference having to go through Georgia and Alabama, LSU. I mean, it's not easy. The Mississippi schools will always give you a fight. It's tough. So I showed a little love to South Carolina. I have no reason to. I never will. That's more of, a lot of experts really like them. So I'm going with them and putting them in. I know Greg Flugar likes them too. He thinks they should have been in the top 25. That's it. That's what I got. Hope you enjoyed the video. I'll be back with some other crap some other time. Bye.